Hello, hello. This is my artifact episode number 2776. Today's date is 14th of March 2023. It's almost like a morning at 8:15 a.m. 17 March 2020. I came home. I came from Nagpur to home. Okay, I came Varda, and it's been 20 to 21 1 year 22 and this is the 23. So it's been almost like 3 year. Okay. like I like I came at March 17 March 2020 2020 at home, and since then it's been 3 year. Okay. And in this 3 year, I did so many things. Okay, I realized so many things. It's also kind of like a little bit of turning point of my life as also. And sometimes it just kind of like a something really big decisions. um, like basically what I'm trying to tell you na ki if I'm kind of like a thinking that ki choices that I done in my life, and I am looking back, and what if like I didn't really make those choice and I live with those situation, what would my life right now? So basically there are kind of like something like it started from 2016, maybe just like that ki my life, my all the possible result and everything would be same till 2016. Okay, June 2016 I came from Varda to Nagpur. Okay, and things are started change now from 2016. Okay, and some of the life changing uh, moment is happened after 2016. Okay, so first of all, what is the life would be like if I decided that I have to work. Okay, let me tell you one thing that there are several possible result. So many possible result of spending my life would be like, if I make that kind of like a choice, then my life would be like this, or if I my life would be like that. So there are kind of like a so much possibility. Okay, and also one thing is that rather than your decision, sometimes your surrounding is actually impact on your decisions too. All right, and it's a something really big role in that thing. Okay, because surrounding and things like that. Okay, so I didn't really know what will I surrounding it. Okay, what is really the surrounding? Okay, let me tell you one thing like if if I get in physics, chemistry, maths in 12th standard, if I get 121 marks, okay, like I get 111, but instead of that, if I get 120 or 121, so I will so I will be join engineering college. Okay, instead of diploma college, instead of engineering diploma, I went to engineering college. Okay, so if I went to engineering college, then surrounding would be different. Okay, the problems and things like that, it would be different, everything would be different. Okay, so basically is that surrounding is also really impact. What if like 31 December 2010, I decided that not to not I decided that I have to spend my new year in my home with my cousin. Okay, so I didn't really get those people, I didn't really get one of the really important people of my life, of my friend. I didn't really get those people because this is the time that I met with all those peoples, and then friendship started from that point. 31 December 2010. Okay, so this is the day that I met Pinty, one man, Vaibhav, Badal I already know, Vishal that I already know, but I know them individually. Okay, not as a group. At this day I met all those people. So if I didn't really met those people, my life would be different. So basically is that कि your surrounding is also really impact on your life, your surrounding and the way that your choices that you make. So basically it's a lots of things, the lots of way of possible result that what would be my life and what would be not. Okay, but so I am not actually interact, I am not actually include those things because it's not actually depend on me. Okay, like basically what the surrounding is get and what would be my life, I cannot decide that because I didn't really get that surrounding and I didn't really know what will happen if I get that surrounding. Okay, so I cannot predict the future, what will happen in the future. So basically I am not counting those moments. Okay, like it has happened, it happened. Okay, I didn't really knew that, but some of the life choices that I make, which is kind of like a something really that I know what would be my life. Okay, and if I did it, I know what would life would be, and if I not did it, what would my life would be. Okay, so basically I am actually include some of the work related stuff. Okay, like if I try to focus on this job, so what would be life, what would be my life. If I try to focus on this job, what would be my life. Okay, so I'm actually include those points, I am not including some of the points which is related to the surrounding, which is related to the emotion and things like that. Okay, like just an example is that in the engineering college, okay, in the engineering diploma, um, if I suddenly get a girlfriend, which is actually happened in 2014 or 2013, so what would be my life. Like basically just an example is that ki, um, 21 December 2000, I still remember those days. I don't know why, but yeah, I still remember. 21 December 2000, uh, 17, yeah, 2017, 21 December 2017. This is the point that I realized that ki Sneha Tamgadge is doesn't have any interest in me. Okay, what if like she is interested in me. Okay, like basically at that time I called that ki can you come to the Bapu Kuti, and if she say yes, and we hang out at Bapu Kuti, then we will be girlfriend and boyfriend, and maybe the life would be something really different. Okay, so some of the choices that I make in my life is actually something that ki, it's lots of things, dude. It's a lots of things, like basically, like also one thing is that okay, 8 February, sorry, 8 9 February, yeah, 8 February, yeah. I came at okay, yeah, 8 February, 8, yeah, 9 February, 8 February 2015. Okay, I was very alone at that point, and because of that, whatever the photo I took with my friend when we went to the Chikaldara, those friends are completely messed up. Okay, and my all those friends are actually thinking that photos are really good, but in the end, photos are really trash. Okay, it's very pixelated and all those things. So my friend is kind of like a say that कि भाई तूने कैसे photos निकाले everything. I just feel really bad, I just feel something bad, and as also I came home, my parents are shouted me because of that because of college, and my subjects are going backs and things like that. I was very much frustrated. Okay, and then I created Artifact episode. Like I decided that I wanted to make Artifact episode at 1st January 2015, but I didn't really started because of that I didn't really get that emotional kick. I get that emotional kick at 11 February 2015. What if, what if, like my friend didn't really shouted me, okay, and friend says ah bhai photo bahut jabardast nikle, so I will be really good, okay. And if I and then I came home and my father shouted me, like I just feel like that कि हाँ चलो अभी ये रोज का नाटक है, I don't really care at all. So I was not really emotionally that much weak, so maybe I didn't really make any artifact episode, okay. And trust me, just like this is the artifact episode, it actually impact me a lot, really really a lot. Like I cannot imagine that ki without an artifact episode what would be my life. So there are so many possible results that I did in my life, and and just lots of things, dude, lots of things. Wait, huh? All right. So uh, this is all those things happen in my life, but I'm gonna predict a future of things, of my life choices, okay. I already mentioned what is exactly I am not include, okay. But if I'm actually putting my head into it, I'm actually kind of like a predict some of the future that what would be, okay. So starting from artifact episode, okay, because in the end artifact episode is kind of like a really important, it actually shaping my life. Yeah. um and because of this artifact episode I am actually like it is a really big impact on my life, like a it's a from emotionally internally, yes, okay. So let's start from artifact episode. Let's start from 8th February 2015, okay. If my friend didn't really shouted me, didn't really say that ki bhai tune photos, they says that ki photos was really good, great, okay. And I came home, and my father, as my parents are also kind of like a bit really normal, like yeah, it's cool, okay. So I didn't really get kind of like a something really emotional kick, okay. So then I didn't really make any artifact episode, okay. So I'm actually imagine that ki life would be without artifact episode. So it's just like that ki at the beginning na, I wanted to make artifact episode, but it's just like that ki I didn't really have kind of like any potential kick, okay. Like I just wanted to start this artifact episode from 1st January 2015, but it just didn't really happen at all, okay. Then it's just like that ki 11th February, because of we are predicting the future, it didn't really happen as well, all right. So it's just like that according to the my behavior and things like that. So I will actually ignore that fact ki I just wanted to make it, but every time I was failing, so I just like a give up, Okay, just like masturbation. Yeah, like every time I wanted to stop, but eventually it just didn't really happen. Okay, so sometime I just gave up. So I just gave up this artifact episode. Okay, and let's imagine the life would be without artifact episode. So it's just like that. Ki, uh, without artifact episode is that कि emotionally it's actually very much kind of like a something that कि what is exactly the artifact episode do in my life. Okay, so first of all is that कि artifact episode is actually kind of like a giving me emotional support. Okay, like I am talking to myself and things like that, everything is really good. Okay, sometimes I just wanted to talk some of the stuff, so I can talk about this thing in artifact episode. But since I don't have artifact episode, so basically I need to find some sort of person who is actually kind of like a share those thought process and things like that. Okay, so what is that person? That person would be my girlfriend, obvious friend or girlfriend. Because of let me tell you one thing is that the artifact episode is kind of like a showing me inside of me that what would I can do. Okay, but it's actually something that ki, the disadvantage of the artifact episode that I don't really need any person to talk about some sort of stuff. All right. Okay, so basically, if I didn't really have any artifact episode, I have so many friends. Still, I have so many friends as also, but it's just like that. I am actually very much talkative. Okay, like basically the things in the artifact episode I am talk so much. Same thing I'm talking with my friends. Okay, like Rahul does. Okay, when the Rahul is talks something like that, he just talks. He just like that. Okay, like Badal. Okay, because of I am not making artifact episode, I am not emotionally stable. What is emotionally stable? Like that ki I cannot control myself, I cannot control my emotions, and I exaggerated all my emotion into the others. Okay, like angers and things like that. Okay, yeah, like I have some sort of kind of like a inside of me that I am actually putting calm in myself, and artifact episode is actually helping me to do that. All right, but instead of right now we don't have an artifact episode, so basically my emotions are flew. Okay, so sometimes I just get anger, I just get angry, sometimes I just wanted to lots of things. Okay, it also kind of like a really impact on the friends as also. Okay, but I am not sure that that will kind of like a really impact. Okay, like yeah, I am actually very much emotionally exaggerated, but in the end kind of like a something I cannot predict that what would be my future without like a stable emotion. Okay, I didn't really know that. All right, I cannot predict that future. All right, first of all that I know that ki, I will have a girlfriend, I will have a person who is actually I am talking, and not a one girlfriend, I have multiples of girlfriend. Okay, but dude, at that time now you have so many pimples on your face. Okay, and you are actually very much kind of like a really sucked into yourself that ki, dude, I have so much pimples, so maybe it's not, so maybe this would be factor as also. Maybe I'm thinking that ki I will have a girlfriend but not more than one. Okay, so whoever the person. Okay, and how will you get that friend? Like uh the every emotion, the everything is actually very much same. Okay, since 2015, I was actually in the college of engineering diploma, and at that time there is no one, no female contact as also. uh, uh, but just I just know that I have some sort of a surrounding. Okay, Pinti, Badal, Vishal, and everything, including that there is no female friend as also. uh, so there is only one female friend that I know is Sneha Tamgadge. Okay, Sneha Tamgadge, and I met her in 2014. Yeah, May 2014. May. Um, May, at the end of the May, I didn't really know this exact date, but it's a May 2014. It's a reunion happened, and at that time I was actually sparkle in my head, and because of I am not making any artifact episode, so maybe I will actually tell my feelings to her. But also one thing is that she is not really interested in me. So if I predict the future with her, what would be the kind of like a future that I'm predicting, because she is not interested in me. Because of that, also one thing, because of that, let me tell you one thing. I am not making artifact episode, so basically my emotions are actually very much exaggerated. So what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Like I just easily talk to the people without thinking that what people think, that what other people thinks that. All right. So every time I just wanted to text, every time I just wanted to WhatsApp Sneha Tamgadge, I'm actually very much thinking about her, that what would be thinking, because of artifact episode. But in this time I am not making an artifact episode. I can talk bluntly. Okay, yeah, I can talk bluntly, and since the conversation is goes forward and forward and forward and forward, maybe I will change the perspective of myself, that ki I am also interested on her, and she's became little bit of interested on me, because of that ki we are texting. All right. So this would be happen. Okay. And Sneha Tamgadge would be my girlfriend. Yeah. In 2014. Like dude, yeah, I am actually thinking of that na, कि like dude ये artifact episode तो बहुत रद्दा है यार, but no, it's like but yeah, it's like Sneha Tamgadge would be, and it's just like, can you imagine the future with the Sneha Tamgadge? Can you imagine that? Because let me tell you one thing, that Sneha Tamgadge is not an ordinary girl. Okay, like basically we know each other since first standard, second standard, sorry, fourth standard. I didn't really know third standard she was there, but I know that in the fourth standard we was actually classmate, and she was actually sit beside of me. And at that time, since I have feelings for her since standard 4. Okay. So let me tell you one thing, that ki life would be with Sneha Tamgadge, what would be. uh, yeah, also one thing is that ki Sneha Tamgadge is a very topper student. Okay. And she is actually very much good in study, and I am not good in study. Okay. So because of she is my girlfriend, she actually tell me that the importance of the education and getting a job is really important. Okay. Like same thing happened with the Vishal. Okay. Like basically is that Shrutika is actually very much kind of like in very conflict, that that Vishal is not kind of like having a job. So and they are actually in relationship. So Vishal understand that ki if I didn't really get a job, I didn't really get any Shrutika. Okay. So that's why the emotional kick happened to the Vishal, and he was actually put lot of effort for kind of like a getting a job, and right now he get a job. And like this is the only one contribution. I am not saying the whole part, but it's a bigger contribution. Same thing happened with me as also. If I was in the girlfriend with the Sneha Tamgadge, she also says me that ki padhai is really important and everything. So basically is that ki I did my graduation. I did my diploma. Like it took me almost like a 6 years to complete diploma. Okay. Since she was my girlfriend in 2014, so instead of I complete my diploma in 2016, I complete my diploma in 2015. Okay, yeah, 2015. And then at that time, okay, like having a girlfriend, there are lots of things happen. Like basically now you are not predicting a future about your creativity and craft, because at that time I was thinking that yeah, I wanted to be a filmmaker. But since she was my kind of like a something really bigger part of my life, because she is a girlfriend. Okay. So I am actually very much focused on getting a graduation and getting a job. So maybe just like that at that time in 2015, my atya and mamaji, they says that can you do like no, they are not thinking that well. Because of that na what exactly happened in 2016, I complete my diploma, and I was not really interested in something that education things like that. So then my atya and mamaji says that can you do a job in Khaparkheda? Okay, but since I have a girlfriend, so I'm actually very much focused on study. So they are not actually pushing me to get a job. They says that do a graduation. Okay, and as also my father and my parents are as also pushing me to do a graduation. Same thing with the girlfriends, he is also pushing me to do a graduation. So I will complete the graduation. So if I complete, so let me tell you one thing. In 2016 I will get the admission in engineering college, direct second year. Okay, so I am predicting that because of her I will complete that graduation in the 3 or 4 year. Okay, yeah, basically just a 1 year of gap, but after like 4 year, let me just count the 4 year. So like from 2016, 17, 18, 19. Okay, 19. So maybe I will complete my graduation in 2019. Okay, 2019. Instead of like basically is that in 2016 I went to Khaparkheda, and after that I went to 3 years, and after that I went to PMI. All those things, all those futures are actually cancelled, dismissed, whatever it is, and I was actually focused on graduation, and I did my graduation in 2019 because of her. But also one thing is that uh, we were actually like she is actually married in 2019. Okay, so I have so much pressure that I have to complete my graduation. Okay, she can extend a year. Okay, she can extend a year. Maybe she is married at 2020. So basically is that I have so much pressure for getting a job. Like if I didn't really get a job, I didn't really get a sneha. So maybe is that I will complete my graduation in 2018, because I have so much pressure. Because having a pressure, like I understand myself that when I have a pressure, I was actually focused. I was actually doing something, so many kind of like a stuff that I wanted to do. Okay, so I will definitely, I'm very much sure that I will complete my graduation in 2018. Okay, 2018. And then I get a job quickly. I get a job in some sort of engineering firm or whatever it is. Okay, and in 2020 I will marry to Sneha Tamgadke, because the marriage between me and her is actually very much simple, because my parents and her parents are know very well. Okay, so by the time of 2020 I will be married. Okay, I am actually doing a job at some sort of a software company, some sort of whatever it is, but I was actually doing a job. Okay, and same thing, she was also doing a job. Okay, there is one thing for sure, that she was also doing a job. Okay, and right now if I'm saying 2023, is that we were actually living in Nagpur or something, Pune or something, whatever it is. Okay, but not at Varda. Okay, we have own rented flat. Okay, and maybe I have a baby at this time. Okay, dude, what the fuck, yaar? Like, and this is the my life if I didn't really started Artifact episode. Oh my god. This is predicting future was really great, na dude. Like I didn't really thought that. And it just like okay, at this time, I am became father of someone, and Sneha Tamgadge is kind of like a my girlfriend, my wife. So it's good. Well, if I'm looking from the perspective of others, yeah, I'm good. But if I'm looking from the perspective of myself, I am bad, because at that time I eagerly wanted to be a filmmaker. I eagerly wanted to be into the film and everything. But all those things, everything I drop for her, for Sneha Tamgadge. So basically is that कि after the marriage of 5 years and 10 year, I was actually very much struggle of doing a job, because there is a one thing for sure is that कि I'm not good in a job. Okay, I'm actually doing a job, like I'm doing a job just for a sneha, just for stable money, just for kind of like a things, just like that. Okay, so I cannot predict the future even more further. Okay, because like till 2023, I can predict the future. After that, I cannot do that. Yeah. So this would be happened if I didn't make any artifact episode. What the fuck? I just dude यार, मैं ना कभी कभी नहीं कहा बहुत ज़्यादा ही बड़बड़ कर लेता हूँ. Just like this is the really great. Okay, like what if like I'm actually recall all those things, the all those life choices that I make in my life. Can I make a I just wanted to talk more and more about these things, because okay, first of all I am tired of talking. First of all, another thing is that yeah, I just wanted to explore myself, that what would be happen if I did this or if I not did this. Oh shit. Well, I can talk, but I just have to go to the bathroom and release my pressure and things like that. But I will talk about things in the night artifact episode, definitely. Yeah, okay, night in the night now. What the topic should I pick up? Okay, the topic that I have to pick is that ki, uh, uh, okay, Sneha Tamgar is also including in this thing. So next topic would be that kid in 2016 June 2016 I decided that go to the Nagpur, and what would be my life. All right, I will talk about this thing in night. All right, maybe if I would. Okay, yeah, this is it. Thank you.